So this is going to be the recording for Metabolism 2.1, which you did either Monday or Tuesday. And so a few things here when you're looking at the module for this week. The first thing you'll notice is there is the new notebook in there. You'll remember from this unit that I decided I'm going to split up the notebook into chapters. So that means chapter 1 is complete and done with. And one little thing I showed everyone in class was that when you go into the um, the new chapter 2 notebook, obviously go ahead and type your name and your hour and all of that stuff that we normally do. But the other thing that you're going to notice is the chapter 1 Cornell notes are in there, so that if you for some reason did not get those in there last time, you missed some because I went over that on Friday. On Friday, we did the rest of the Cornell notes and you took the chapter 1 quiz. So we did the rest of that. And if you were not logged in on Friday, you will notice on slide 4 right here, the Cornell notes are there for you. So use that. And then you need to turn in that chapter 1 notebook to me because now we have this new one that we're working in. And so the second thing you're going to see is that I added to the Cornell notes. So let me present this. So I added 2 things to our chapter 2 notes. And you'll notice that the chapter 2 Cornell notes are split into 2 pages. They just kind of are a little more spread out this time. And so you'll see that I added a few things that you're going to add now. So you can pause this video and add to your Cornell notes. Or if you want to pause the video and take a picture with your phone, that's usually what I recommend. And then you can kind of hold your phone and type at the same time. So this is the first thing I'm having you add. So today we're going to kind of look at levels of organization, meaning from smallest to largest, the different things in our body, all the way from atom to our cells and so forth. One thing we normally do in class is we do this really fun cup stacking competition, but it's kind of hard to do that over Zoom. And especially if you're watching this recording, you probably weren't in class. And so instead of doing that, I'm obviously going to give you this information here. And then I have a quick little video clip as well. But the idea is that living things are organized by size. So our smallest is atom, then molecule, organelle, cell, tissue, organ, organ system, organism, and then population from smallest to largest. And then the other thing that we've gathered from our simulation that we've used a few times is that our body system has different purposes. So each system does something different. So our digestive system breaks down our molecules into smaller molecules. So we eat food in our mouth and our teeth start chewing and that starts breaking it down. We can't just swallow a banana whole and then have it just go into our system. You know, that would be way too large and that would not work. And then respiratory takes in oxygen and goes into our body. And then circulatory delivers molecules to the cells. So that circulates all those good molecules throughout our body. The other thing that I added are these 2 important concepts. And so the first one is that cells can only use molecules that are small enough to enter the cell. So going back to what I talked about with digestive system, we can't just swallow that banana whole. We have to chew it, break it down, and it gets broken down the further it goes through our digestive system. So obviously the cells can only use what is the right size for it. If it's too big, it's not going to work. You know, think of a puzzle piece. If it doesn't fit, it's not going to work. It's not going to complete what we need. And then the other thing is the respiratory system brings in oxygen molecules from the air, and these oxygen molecules are already small enough to fit in the cells. We saw in our simulation the green circles that were kind of coming in and they were spread throughout our body. We don't need to break down the air we breathe. It's already too small to be seen with our naked eye. So that means that it's already small enough for us to use right away. So hopefully you got that. Remember, you can pause, rewind this video. That makes it nice and easy. The attendance, hopefully you did it the day of. It might be a little too late if you're watching this video. So the agenda, I reviewed the quiz from Friday. I'm not going to necessarily do that on this video because I don't want to give the answers away because I have a whole lot of people who still need to take it. So on Friday, like I said, we reviewed those Cornell notes and we took that quiz. And so I might just end up reviewing that again as we go through the unit, because like I said, I don't want to give away those answers because there's a good majority of you who did not take it. We just did the Cornell notes. And so the next thing is the warm up in Canvas. And what the warm up is going to have you do is it's going to have you launch that metabolism simulation that we used a lot last chapter. You're going to select healthy body. Remember, you have your little bar over here. You're going to select healthy body and you're going to observe. What you're going to observe is you're going to focus only on the oxygen. You can make the other molecules, you can kind of hide them if you want to so they don't show up, but you are focusing only on oxygen and where it goes throughout the body. And you're going to answer on here what you notice. What does it do? Where does it go? How does it move? Just kind of what you're seeing happen. Remember, at the top here, there is a red submit button that you can click first, and then that will bring up your text box down here for you to type in your answer. So you're just observing and then describing what you see and turning that in. The next thing on the agenda is that video clip that I showed you. So when you click on this, it will bring you to a quick little 2 to 3 minute YouTube clip that goes through all the levels of organization. I'm not going to play that for you over the video because you might have realized this already, and I kind of talk about this. The Screencastify that I'm using doesn't pick up the sound, and so you need to watch that on your own, and it just kind of helps you, like I said, with the levels of organization that we just talked about. Then you'll see that there is an activity in your notebook. So you'll go back to your notebook and it's on slide 7. And so we are furthering our kind of knowledge on these level of organization. So you can see I did the first one for you, and you can also see that you're filling this out using these slides. So you're going to click on that link and it's going to bring you up to these slides, and these slides will load. You're going to notice that on each slide, it will give you the level, and our smallest is an atom. It'll give you a definition and an example. So you're just going to type in each of these boxes and fill in those levels. All right, you can see here, this is once you click on that link, this is what pops up. So we have atom here, which is our basic building block of matter. We have a little picture and then a little example, which is a hydrogen atom. And so you can see that in my notebook. I already did that example for you. So you're going to look at all of those levels and fill them in. You can see there's one for each one. This link takes a little bit to load, so be patient. Also refresh if it gives you an error message, but it will load. And then the last thing is there's an exit ticket in Canvas. The exit ticket has a little video clip in here, and it goes over villi and alveoli, which are two things that have to do with our just levels of organization. So you're going to write 4 sentences, and you're going to kind of talk about the similarities and differences between these two. And this video is going to give you that information. Remember, red submit button up here will bring up that text box for you. And once you complete all of the things on this agenda, you are done for this lesson. So remember, this homepage is always there for you to reference. And that's that.